Hey everybody, Dr. Barron here with virtualheadachespecialist.com. I dropped a blog on rebound headache, also known as medication overuse headache. Check it out. I'll leave the link in the feed. Leave your comments there if you have any. But I do want to talk about this a little bit today because it is such a major, common problem I see all day long, every day. And it's probably one of the number one reasons that I see people with migraine not improving, and if anything, getting worse. Despite using preventive treatments, despite watching diet and all these things that you want to do, if you are using certain abortive or as-needed medicines excessively, you are going to actually make your migraine worse. You're going to pour gas on the fire. It's going to become more frequent, more severe, and it will evolve from episodic migraine into high-frequency chronic daily headache, chronic migraine, which is 15 to 30 days per month, with 8 or more being migraine days. That's the definition of chronic migraine. And rebound headache, it doesn't happen if you have a surgery and you have to take some pain medicine daily for a few weeks, something like that. It happens if you're overusing certain medicines for like 2-3 plus months roughly. And the medicines that can do this, any kind of over-the-counters, Motrin, Tylenol, Excedrin, Aleve, Advil, any of these things, more than 10 days per month on average will often drive that migraine into a higher frequency and severity. Triptans are notorious for causing rebound headache. If you're taking them more than 10 days per month, you're going to end up in a bad rebound headache cycle. Opiates, opioids, more than 8 days per month is a magic number for these that you want to avoid, because it will often cycle that into a high-frequency severe migraine stage. Fioricet, Fiorinol, these are butalbital medicines. These are really the worst offenders, actually. More than 5 days per month on average will drive that migraine into a severe chronic migraine cycle and rebound headache. Once you get stuck in that rut of chronic migraine and rebound headache, it's miserable. It often will prevent preventive medicines from working well. It'll make the headache harder to improve is the bottom line. So you want to avoid it. You want to pull out of it as best you can. The blog will kind of walk through how to slowly pull out from rebound headache. In general, say somebody's taking, 6 Excedrin a day. I tell them for the first week, maybe take half of that. So 3 Excedrin a day. And then every week you try to get rid of 1 day out of that week. So instead of 7 days a week using it, you're using it 6 days a week. And then 5 days a week. And on until you get to around that 10 days a month approximately on average. And you can do that really for all of the medicines. You don't want to cold turkey them. Especially you don't want to cold turkey opiates. You don't want to cold turkey butalbital, Fioricet, Fiorinol. You can get withdrawal seizures and nasty things can happen, and you want to do this in conjunction with your doctor. But there are ways to slowly peel off. There are faster ways to do it. These are ways that are done under the care of your doctor. I'm not going to get into those, but the blog will kind of touch on some of those things. So keep in mind, too, that sometimes rebound headache can happen if somebody's using these medicines for some other pain, chronic back pain or something else, and it will inadvertently convert their underlying migraine into chronic migraine often. So keep that in mind, that you may not even be using these for your headache, but they can still worsen your headache. So if you notice a pattern and trend like that, keep it on the radar because it could be related. So check out the blog. It's going to go through a lot of this in much greater detail, along with, this is in association with getting a good preventive treatment started, along with weaning off medicine. So it's a process, but I want you to just be aware of this problem because it is extremely common, and it's probably the biggest reason I see people with migraine not getting better and actually getting worse because they're using excessive abortive medicine. Okay, guys, have a good one.